Hi everybody, it's Julie. Today we are making our double tuck. And so this is one of the ensembles that I need to make for my challenge journal for December, the December to Remember. So it is an idea journal. And so there will be a couple of different double tucks in here. And so this one is going to be on the outside of the page. Okay, so the page that I'm using is from Patreon Digital. And right now we're leaving the white edge on. And we are going to go ahead and glue this down. And the way we're going to glue it is we're going to go ahead and on the flap, we're going to add glue across and glue down. And this is going to give us 2 pockets that we'll be able to use. Let's go ahead and line this up. And I'm going to go up a little high on this one. And that's just because usually the bottom of our journals end up a little more full. Okay. So there we now have 2 little pockets. Okay, so a pocket here and a pocket here. And then when you flip this page over, we have this here. Now this is an ensemble, so we need to make something to go inside this area and then some items to go inside these 2 pieces here. Okay. And so I am going to go into we've got glue drying down here, so we're going to let it do its thing. I do have this card. This is from the Emerald kit that I've been playing with the last few days. It was the Emerald Embellishment kit. It was the one that didn't have all the pieces. So you know what? I think this time we'll do a traditional open the side pocket. Okay, so we're going to go along. We're going to open the side pocket. So our item that we make needs to go in here. And then we're going to use a couple of these pieces. And we're going to make a pocket right here. Okay, that will cover that area. We might even need 3 of these. We'll see. Okay, the first one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue. I'm going to put the glue on here. Okay, so we're going to glue that down. And then we'll put glue on the edges. Of this paper. Okay, glue and glue. And then we can put that down right up to the edge of the envelope. Okay, again, we'll let that dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the top of this. I was just going to have them side by side and it would kind of be like a basket weave. But it is kind of curling up a little bit. So just like we did before, we're going to put glue on either edge. So we're building a pocket is what we're doing here out of strips of paper. Build a pocket out of strips of paper. Never know, you might have strips of paper that you need to use up. You can go ahead and build a pocket. I think we're going to need one more of those strips. These were scraps from yesterday's project. This one's a little thicker. I think we'll use the one that's a little thicker. Come over, cut the tip off. Yeah, we use this as for our stack of notes, and we had to cut them down a little bit so that they would fit. Oh, we forgot to put this. Okay, so now I added a pocket, so I'm going to have to fill it with something. And this one I've gone in the other direction, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, so now we have a pocket here. Okay, and the big pocket. Okay. Okay, so this side is shiny, this is regular, and I think, yeah, we have this piece that we've been using, and it's a little bit long. So this side is matte, so I'm gonna leave that side. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some glue on here in the middle and put that down. Okay. And then I will take it and I will sew it. And then I think I'm going to take, we'll take this one and we'll put glue on it also. And we can sew around that one. Okay, and you know what, do we have? Playing card. The cute little house on it. Put that down here. Glue that one down. Okay. Okay, so a whole page of glued down pieces that can then be sewn on. Remember when we did the little cameo thing? I think we'll go ahead and do a cameo thing here. We'll add that over here. We'll make it a little skinnier on this one side. Or, you know what if we I think we'll put this on this. Okay. I can sew that on. Okay, so I'm going to sew around this, and then I'll sew around all those, and I'll be right back. Okay, so these are all done. We need to just trim around them. trim, trim. So I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and that you got to do whatever you wanted to do. I am filming this. I'm filming on Thursday, so I'm way ahead. And so hopefully I have enough videos that you guys can hang out. Okay, let's cut those. Okay, so 2 down. So this one ended up a little messy, but I actually like it. I think it's kind of cool. So, and we used up a whole avocado dyed paper. Which I think is fun. And I like to cut my strings when I can. I try to leave them, and it just bugs me. So okay, and then we have our little house playing card. The colors are perfect for this. It's a vintage card. We used to use it when we used to do our drawings on the okay, so we have the card that is ready. It has the sewing enhancement, okay, so stitching. We have the little flashcard here and the things to do list. So so the flashcard and the things to do list and the blue card, those were from the ephemera kit that the Emerald Patreons got. So all you have to do is one thing for your where it's not a required. So whatever I put in here is required, and these 2 pieces. So those ones need to have 3 things happening. But I am going to go ahead and ink this also. That'll give me a second thing done here. And because I have the flat side, it's going to take the ink, no problem. Okay. And then we'll give it a little extra and a little extra. Okay. I think I want to add something to the front. Let's see if I can find a angel. How about from the mini page? How about the two angels from here? We can take this put it on a white piece of paper if we had one. Just a plain old white piece of paper. What's the hardest thing to find on your desk? For me, it probably is the hardest thing to find is a plain old white piece of paper that I can use. And it's when I'm looking for something to write on, I can't find something that is not something that I could use somewhere else better. And then when I'm trying to find something to turn into something, I can't find a plain old piece of paper either. So, okay, I'm going to use my postage stamp scissors here, going around the edge. So I have the flashcard as my base. Then we'll add the stamp. Okay, we'll add it like that. Okay, so we'll put it on here. Try and get glue all the way to the edge and trim it. Okay, so that's a digital. So we've stamped, or no, we've inked, we've sewn, and we added a digital. And then we'll just really quickly add a postmark. And we'll do it up towards the top. Okay? Just so it doesn't interfere with our cute little angels. Okay? So there. And that is going to be able to go right in here. Okay. Now we could add something to the outside, but I think we've done most of those ideas at this point. Throw all that away. Okay, so that was an extra because I don't think it's going to fit over here. Yeah, it's too tall. And there it would go out the top. If I'd have put it down, I could have planned to put it down, but that's fine. We needed something for there, so that is taken care of. And so now we're on this side, and we have our things to do. And I actually like that you see the things to do. So I'm going to do that. Again, we are sewn, and we can do a little bit of inking. What if we do our polka dot inking? So ink and dauber. Okay, so we got that. And then coming back to that little page. I'm going to use her. And this time I'm going to rip it. Okay. And then okay, so we'll go ahead and put some of this. I'm going to put it on this angel. Okay, I'm going to put that. So it's coming off the edge of the actual angel, and then because I used fabric tack on this, I'm going to continue to use fabric tack so I don't have two glues that like to fight right next to each other. So I've got a digital and I've got a trim. Okay, so ink, sewing, trim, digital, and we also added the avocado dyed to the back of that. I love it. Okay, and then up here, okay, so we have journaling space on the back, and let's see, I think if we go with this, and how about one of the little gold flowers? Oh, so as a tag topper. So we have sewing, lace, and one of the little gold flowers. And you can add some inking to this side if I wanted to. Okay. So there's that. So all we have left is we need to, well, we've got a couple things left. We need to decorate the actual, the base, which we did add a pocket here, and that would count as an addition. And then I think I want to do something with this. Do we have anything over here? About a large tag page. Okay, these are still too small. Okay, what about her? Okay, and we should have done this before. We should have put this on the flap of the thing beforehand, but we didn't. So we are going to go ahead and do the best we can here. I'm holding with my right and tearing with my left, holding around her hands so I don't rip through her hands. Then I'm going to go up, and the next place I'm going to hold is around at her wing, okay, because I don't want to lose that. And so if I put her on here, I think that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and continue the ripping down here. Okay, if we bring this in a little. Okay, bring that in, and then we'll get more of her on there. Okay, I'm going to use the glue stick. Put this down. Make sure we're all the way up to the edges. Okay. and put it here. Okay, so wanting to remember that we can add something to the flap like that. I love it. Remember we were doing the words. When we first started, we were doing words, but now I'm not finding the one I want. So that's okay. Okay. So that's one thing. And of course we could ink. We could do the gold pen. Okay, we haven't done the gold pen in a while. Can I get it under where I'm going to feel comfortable doing the gold pen? I hope so. Okay, so the gold pen from Dollar Tree, or any gold pen that you might have. Giving it a stand out beautiful edge. If you look at the antique cards, you can tell on some of them how they were inked or painted, that they're not just a solid line. Okay, so there, we've added that. I like that. Let's see if we can get some blue. And so, yeah, so it's inked also. Yeah, so if you decide to ink after, you can. You still can. Okay, so there we go. I like that, actually. I think that it needs one other thing. Okay. I'm going to go with some of the embossed napkin. And add that. I want that to go down so that you can read that music through there. I'll come back and cut that. Okay, just giving it a little extra something there with our napkin. We have a paper stuck to our scissors. Okay. So decorating the flap. Okay. And so we still need a large card or something to go in there. And we have this. We have this. Now this page was done so that you can go ahead and just flip it up and it can be a pocket page, okay? But that's not what I'm going to use it for today. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And then fold these two together. Okay, set the page aside so we don't mess it up. And we're going to go ahead and close this. Make it one card. One card. Go ahead and cut this. Okay. And then I think again using the napkin. So we're going to go ahead and go over this, the music. We'll start with one piece of napkin. Whoop. Oh well. Okay. If you don't think that's enough, I'm going to go ahead and put a second piece on. Okay, so this was the inside of my beautiful napkin that I had. And go ahead and trim that off. Okay, so we've got that, and I think it's light enough now. You can go ahead and write on it. I think that will be be fine to be able to write on that. And so let's see. You know what? What if we go ahead and we make like they're in a cloud? Okay, so our napkin that we've been using. Down and put some on. Here and some here. Okay, and I'm ripping where the glue isn't. Okay, I think we'll do one more piece here. Okay, so going for a cloud look using our napkin. Okay, I love that. I'm going to do my favorite things. We might have already done that once before, but okay, so we'll have used some words. And you can grab text like out of a book. It takes some looking and finding, but you know, you can do your own words on the computer and then print those out. These are from the Tim Holtz one that I'm trying to use up. Okay, so I think we need like a side piece here, so I'm going to go ahead, right? Yeah, I'm like to take it out. Okay, there's that. I think we'll use the pretty little trim. The cool thing is that the dyed paper will show up from both sides, and so that'll look nice from both sides. Okay, so our little cloud down here. Our napkin on the back so that we can use that. And then I'm hoping this will be dry enough that I can go ahead and round the corners. Just make it into a journal card. And so I think I already have a journal card in here. But I like that one. And I think that that was a good idea, and being able to use the napkin, and then of course we can go ahead and ink it because we've been inking things. There we go. Okay, so okay, so added the words, added the napkin here, the dyed paper scrap and the trim, added napkin and inking to the back, and that should fit right here into this pocket that needs to have something in it. Could even stick out. Okay, and so eventually we're going to want something here, but I probably am going to have some other ideas that I'm going to want to put in this book. So just so you know, I have another little goodie that we're going to do with this page, but that'll be in another video. So there we go. We have our double tuck and our 3 required embellishments. So let's go ahead and get some things off the desk here. Put our glues where they go. When they fall over, it really bothers my anxiety. Okay, so we have our playing card. We inked it on the back. We sewed around it. We added lace, the gold flower, and the staples. Okay, and then for this one, it was a things to do list. We backed it with the avocado dyed paper. We sewed that. We did the ink sponge with the polka dots, added the digital and the trim here, and so that fits in perfect here. And then for our base, which is the envelope, we decorated here, and so we used the digital, the napkin, the embossed napkin, and the gold pen. And then we also added this pocket here, so all of that counts as base. And then for inside of our pocket, because we added an extra pocket, we needed an extra something to go in there. So I used the flash card. It's backed with the avocado dyed paper on the shiny side of the flash card. We sewed around it. We inked this side. We made a stamp out of one of the tinies, and we added the stamp there. Okay, so there's that. And then we have our large journaling card that we showed earlier. So, yeah, so that is our thing. And we could actually, this could be cut smaller, which might be good because then the edges of, I think I'm going to cut from edge to edge. Okay, so from that to that, and then we're in where it's glued. Okay, so it'll be better. Okay, and we have a pretty outside on that, so it can hang off. That's no problem. Okay, so that is our our double tuck. And again, this page is from the Patreon, one of the emerald pages that they received. I believe it was in September or October when they got all of the old papers and the vintage papers and the vintage things. And then the kit was, it was lavender and pink. So, yeah. So if you are an Emerald Patreon, you can find this in the Patreon. Okay. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.